Hi, this is Ryan with Tremonti. WordPress dominates the market of content management systems, and one of the biggest reasons is it's a great flexible framework. Today we're going to look at how we can convert our WordPress site to a bid management system for our procurement department or just an organization that issues solicitations or bids. So what I have pulled up is the State of Ohio procurement page. And you can see that they have their list in a table format. Ours is just going to be a simple solicitation list, but we are going to capture some of these fields, including the title, which is default to WordPress core, and then a lot of these other fields like opportunity type and deadline. A couple of the other requirements for our client in this particular project included a registration wall so that people have to sign up before they're allowed to view the entire solicitations. And in that registration, clients or the end users have to input additional information beyond WordPress core requirements, which are just username and password and email. Another big requirement is for the posts or solicitations to expire at a predetermined time period. So that would save us the hassle of having to go back through each of these opportunities when we believe the deadline date has approached and manually disabling them or deactivating them. Instead, we'll set a period of time that corresponds to the solicitation deadline for the post to be deactivated. And then finally, we'll also want to take a look at some analytics specific to the solicitations, and we'll do that through event tracking using Google Analytics. So the first thing that we'll want to do is create a custom content type to accommodate all of these custom fields. And my favorite is pods. You can see it here. It has a lot of documentation, big community, very helpful. So we've already activated it, and once it's active, it'll be this option on the left. We'll start by adding a new pod. So this will add a new content type that will appear on the left sidebar, just as posts and pages do. We have two options: either create a new content type or extend the existing content types. We'll create a new one. We'll just use the custom post type and call it solicitation. You can call it bid or opportunities, and maybe I should spell it right, solicitation. And then just as with post and posts, we'll have solicitations. There are some advanced options, or just one actually. We'll leave that blank. All right. Okay, so we've created our solicitations content type. And you can see on the left hand, we can view all or add a new one. But we don't have any labels or fields to input some of this data. We'll leverage the WordPress core to input the title, but we'll want to create some additional fields, and I'll show why. So let's add a new solicitation as it stands right now. We'll call this maybe cattle rancher. Website. I don't know why. Design. Okay. So we'll publish this and take a look. Okay, so you can see our custom content type appear with the title and the summary. But we don't have any other opportunities to input data. So we'll add some new fields back in the pods admin editor. And we'll add fields like the solicitation number. This is just the machine name. We'll leave that as it is. Description, we can leave that the same, and then this will be just plain text. We'll make it required and click Add Field. Let's add another one that's very important called Deadline. And this one will be a date field. And let's have the time as well. This is required. Solicitation type or opportunity type. And this will make a drop-down, which is an option under relationship. And in that we'll just have the custom simple defined list and the defined options. So you can read how exactly to add your values and the labels for each of the values, separating them with a pipe. So I've got some values that I'll just copy and paste into here. You may have different ones, but I've oftentimes seen requests for quotes, bids, and RFPs as some of the more common options. So this will be required as well. Let's add a field for the summary. It's plain text. Let's make that a paragraph. That is not required. We'll make a field for documents if there are any attachments. And that one will be file, image, video. That one we'll leave as optional as well, just in case maybe someone doesn't have attachments just yet, even though they want to issue the opportunity. Contact. So this is the person that we would have as the point of contact for this opportunity. We'll make that one required. And maybe a way of contacting them, like their phone number. Or email. Oops. Okay, now that I have all of the fields created that I want to create, I'll click Save Pod. And I'll go back and refresh the solicitation I've created. And in the More Fields area, we see all of the ones that I've created. So we'll just input something like that. The deadline field, since it's a time and date, we'll have set to October 31st at 12 p.m. Solicitation type, this will be an RFP. This can be the main summary, or you can just use it as a secondary summary. Documents, so we can add a file. Now, I think that we need to allow for multiple files. Oftentimes there will be many attachments such as addenda, and they'll be in a lot of different formats like PDF, rich text format, Word, Excel. So we'll just allow for any type and update. Okay. Save pod. So actually for now, let's leave this blank. All right, let's update the solicitation. And we will add a file now. Okay, and we can rename it if necessary. So to recap, we've created a custom content type called Solicitations, added our custom fields, and now we've created a solicitation with sample data. Next in our series, we'll showcase how to publish this data so that it is on the front end, restrict certain fields to those who are logged in, beef up our registration page, as well as enable an expiration plugin that will expire these solicitations upon reaching the deadline. This has been Ryan from Tremonti. We'll look for you in the next in our series.